What's up guys, I'm in Soren right now and I want to show you how to engage in photography, specifically forest photography. But first, I want to get coffee so I can wake up and then we head into the forest. So I saw a sign on the street saying castle or something down this way, so I followed it through the forest and it led me back to the train track, and it looks like it goes more up the train track, the castle, so I'm not gonna go because it's awful with a bike. Anyways, this is a perfect place for photos, so we're just gonna take some few photos here. So I followed the path to this castle and it led me into this nice area in the forest. So I'm just gonna take some b-roll and also I'm just gonna take some photographs that we can edit after. So I just wander into middle of the forest and Germany does not stop surprising me. In the forest there's a water fountain, another water fountain and a little lake, and it looks amazing and magical. It looks really good, so I'm just gonna try to shoot some nice b-roll here. I just had my coffee, so now I'm gonna head off to the forest and we're gonna shoot some photographs. So, after a lot of cycling, we're at the forest. That was a tough mountain. Cycling is way harder than running. I can run way more than cycle. But now we're here. I like this spot. I like the look behind us. We're gonna take some photos. So now for the editing part, we're gonna import our files into Lightroom. We're gonna use Lightroom for editing this, and we're gonna develop the images now. So let's lower the exposure a bit just to make it look a bit more darker, because it is abandoned rail track even though it looks fairly new. Remember, the contrast always increases the saturation of the image. So invert it and we're gonna make it look darker because I want those clouds popping, because if it's on stock it's overexposed like that. So I want those clouds to actually appear and actually visually see them. I will increase it, make it a bit more blue. So now let's go back to the normal photo. So I wanna decrease my highlights a bit, increase the whites and increase the blacks, set the clarity up, not too high. This definitely doesn't need it. We increase the vibrance and we increase the saturation. It's not the best photo, but what we can do, we can just copy the settings and we have the similar photos. So we paste it on, the settings look good. All we need to do is just make sure the photo is straight. Very important part of the photo is just to be straight, especially whenever you're dealing with lines like this going through the center. You want them actually to go to the center, not sideways or anything like that. And now again with the clouds, make sure we invert it and then we decrease it. There's not much clouds there, not much info. We could also put another one here, invert it and make it a bit darker here. I don't know why, I really like when it's bending like this. It kind of looks like it's going sideways, like it's not like the photo is not straight, because the photo is perfectly straight. It's just that the tracks are not straight, they're kind of bending. This one's higher, this one's lower. I'm not sure if that was the case, but let's see if we paste the same settings. You see the difference of the photo. Before, the photo looks like this and after it looks like this. So for this photo we want to increase maybe the clarity a lot more. I want to take down the brightness because it looks much nicer. And for the sky we don't need to do much. We're gonna still do a radial blur up there. So now, as you can see, the sky is nice and clear. Let's not increase the blue too much, because we want the focus to be on the tracks, not the sky. The last thing we want to do is we want to add some sort of difference in color, in not the color but the brightness. So we want the train tracks to show as they are kind of shining. So we just want to add a small radial mask over it, so this is basically standing out. So what we're left with is this kind of image. This photo feels blurry for me. It still looks cool, it just looks very blurry for me, at least. Looks cool. I like it. It's kind of leading as well in there, and everywhere else is like dark and just a bit of sunlight on the track. Bicycle. Apply the same settings. Crop it out a bit. So yeah guys, if you think that it's a good tutorial, or if you want to see the other photos edited, because I have a lot more photos that need to be editing, it's just that I cannot go through every single one. Basically, you just follow the same kind of procedure. You make sure it's bright where you want it to be bright and dark where you don't want it. And the rest is up to you to decide. Sharpness, how bright you want the colors and things like that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.